And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Minnesota Twins. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And starting this one, Bailey Ober, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times, it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
Cedric Mullins, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. The Orioles have raced out of the gate to start the season.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
And down on strikes. One down.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it. And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
In there at the knees, and the count is 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game.
That's a ball.
And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Swings and misses. And the count even 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That misses the zone, and the count now even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Brings it in, and that is that. Back in Minnesota, and today on
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Hit in the air, right field. Cowser makes the grab, one down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs, Deshaun Kiersey Jr.
Definitely home cooking for him, Boog. Batting better than 350 here at his home ballpark this season. And a lot of that comes from sleeping in your own bed, having a regular routine, grabbing your favorite meal before you head to the ballpark. All the ins and outs of this place.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard.
Runner on the move. Fought off foul. Now the 0-1. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Royce Lewis. Went deep in the ball game last night. And that's ripped for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-zip. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And now it's going to be Jose Miranda. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trust it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And they take a two-run lead.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Base is loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if he can get this next out.
Rip to third. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. On to the second from Minneapolis. It's the Twins 2 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. And now the DH, Ethan Salas. Ober back to work. Now a pop-up on the infield. Under it. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first. And now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Aberson Castellano, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. He's making. His second appearance of the season. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Lifted it. And there's one away. Jorge Mateo now. That one not close. And that's ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cole Sands preparing to come on if needed. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fitzgerald over to second, throw to first, but he beat it. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. 8th in the AL in homers right now. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that's outside. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Kiersey right there to make the grab. And that's the 3rd out. And the Orioles leave 1. And they're down 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now Bader up to the plate. That's a strike. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida. From the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. And strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Cowser has this one sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. And now the center fielder, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
2 outs. Next pitch in for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that one missing low. They say it went.
2-2.
That one hit to right. Cowser. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Bangs off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And 1 pitch into the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Adley Rutschman at the plate and takes high there. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Fastball for a strike. Next offering upstairs. Now one missed. O'Neill stands at second with no outs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Mullins in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
In the dirt. But no advance from the runners. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. No matter how this outing ends, that
lineup, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Next pitch is outside.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that one hammered, going back on this one. And brings it in at the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Outside with a breaking ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And now 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2. Struck him out looking. So up next, Ethan Salas. Reached on an infield single his first time. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
And he grounds one to the right side. And the inning is over. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Right side, Mateo throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Carlos Correa, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in there. That's strike one. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes not just on offense but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note though on Carlos Correa, he likes to before games go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
One down, base is empty. The other way. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. And now Royce Lewis singled and drove in a run his first time through. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. That's a laser base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And that misses. And it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him. One hit, one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Orioles 3 and the Twins 2. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Cole Sands.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Flied to right his first time. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And there's a ball. That's the third. Lewis. Over to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next pitch misses way outside. On the ground and foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Jump throw and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Kiersey hauls it in, 2 away. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Doubled in his first AB.
1-0.
In the dirt. Check swing, called strike.
1-1.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs, and that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Adley Rutschman up now. He didn't just play baseball while at Oregon State, Zingy. Adley was also on the football team.
Yeah, that's right. Adley was a place kicker his freshman year, averaged 60 yards per kick, and we've all seen the highlight of him tackling Chris.
Whips it to first. Rutschman retired. And that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Orioles 3 and the Twins 2. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That's in for a strike. Up the middle. Gets it to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jeffers stands in now and watches strike one. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball to left. O'Neill settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two down.
The right fielder, number 12.
So here's Bader now. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two out, space is empty. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail it 3-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Danny Coulombe
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him swinging.
We'll take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
That's in there. That is strike two. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Tap foul at the plate. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
That one laced to center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's going to be Ethan Salas. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. That one almost got him. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses, and the count is 2-2. swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 5-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Two down, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. That one's in there. Strike one.
One strike.
Called strike right there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got it. And K is his third of the game. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's 5-2. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Charlie Morton.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Morton, a former All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next twin up to hit. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
One strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. Two strike.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The relay throw. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Lifted in the air, right field. Cowser on the move. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now Correa up to hit. 1 for 2. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. He goes down looking. So 1 hit is all they get. 5 innings. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Brock Stewart.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Mateo. That one out to right. Bader should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Justin Topa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering is in for a strike. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill. And there's the strike. O'Neill, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 29 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Off the mark there, and 1-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it into the second deck, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Here's Adley Rutschman, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. And that one in the air center field. Kiersey brings it in. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Morton back to work. Foul ball. Morton ready to fire now. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. His 12th of the season. It's 6-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Jose Miranda, the next twin up to hit. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And a foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Jeffers swings through it for strike one.
One strike.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And that is a big first out.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Bader at the plate now, and that's inside. Late swing fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's a speed threat, Deshaun Kiersey Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in for a strike at 95, 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 6-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Topa.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Cedric Mullins. This one in the air. Topa puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Jordan Westberg getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there. 2 down, bases empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And downstairs.
1-0.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 2.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ethan Salas. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Henderson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ripped on a line. Larnach pulls it down, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Orioles. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
And there's a foul ball.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Castro batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
1 strike.
The Twins trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, left field, O'Neill. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that quickly 2 away. And here comes Carlos Correa. On the ground, right side. And it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Wastes no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Digging in, Royce Lewis. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now, Jose Miranda on the ground out to short. They get the force, and the inning is over. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Griffin Jacks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Mountcastle in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first out in the top of the 8th. At the plate, Jorge Mateo, 1 for 3. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
And there's the strike. Moving in the bullpen, Yohan Duran, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Cowser in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Well struck, right field. And that one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Close, but call the ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. And the Orioles lead 1, but they still lead it 6-3. On to the bottom of the 8th, and here is Trevor Larnach. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
There's a strike. On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Minute. Kyle Bradish comes on now.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
And fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance at.
Got him! And that is a big first out.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Fitzgerald up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a miss.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3.
They take the force out. That's the inning. So they strand a pair. Through 8 full, it's the Orioles 6 and the Twins 3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Yohan Duran.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
That one in triple digits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Strikes him out with 101. So digging in, Cedric Mullins looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
Just missed. Duran, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Next offering misses, 1-1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
This one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
This is Willie Castro.
The designated hitter, Willie Castro.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball two.
Facing a closer that delivers big-time velocity.
Well, normally against a big arm with this kind of velocity, you look for the ball down because the fastball up is a little hard to catch up to. But he's shown really good plate discipline by not offering at that last pitch down.
Swings through that one out in front that
3
time.
balls, 2 strikes.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Fastball for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The Twins trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Out to short. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Lewis in the box now. No balls and a strike. They're down to their final strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The Twins down to their final strike.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
6-3 our final score as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.